June the 9th, 2014. Guys, a friend of ours on YouTube, Don Wall, asked me if I knew what this comet was, and I'm going to give it a shot. They're not reporting it, so I'm not 100%, but it's pretty close. Now, it's coming in on Stereo B, which is behind Earth in orbit, following it. And I'll show you on the blue camera, also B, a couple of planets, and that'll help us kind of locate this thing. But check this out, guys. It's barreling in, and it looks to be a fairly large size. You notice the sun divers that we saw go into the sun yesterday, you never see those. They're much smaller than this, even though they're large enough to see on LASCO C3 and C2. These objects are much bigger than we're told. Now, if I'm correct about what I think this is, it will get brighter for the next 30 days. It will be bright for the next 60 days, depending on what all happens. But I'll show you that on the JPL. Again, I'm not 100% sure this is the object, but you can see it trailing in as I back all the way out on the high 2B camera, and you see Mars and Saturn, guys. You may have to zoom up, but that's what's there. It's not real clear. That's the wingtip of the spacecraft, but there's Mars and Saturn. So let's get everything kind of in perspective on our JPLs. If I tilt it up, you'll see Mars and Saturn. Now, again, let's go back closer to the ecliptic, and actually it's a little higher. It's about like that when you're looking from B. Now you see where C2014 E2 Jacques is coming in again, and notice the timestamp is July 9th. Now that's 30 days from today. It's going to do two things. It's going to cross the ecliptic, which is the if you look at the solar system flat, that's the ecliptic. It's going to come up through there, become more visible in the northern hemisphere. Also, on that date, it will be its close approach to the sun, perihelion. You can look, if you look at your sun distance, at 6.678 AU right there. Now, this is the not getting close to Earth, but it and Venus will have a close approach as far as visible in the skies. Looking at the telescope, it's not close like Sighting Spring is going to be with Mars. But that's in the next 30 days. As you watch Venus, you're going to start to see this comet. Now, we have seen comets as they reach perihelion, again, which this one will do, in 30 days, react more and more with the sun. The closer they get, the brighter they get. Now, on this one, one of the reasons I think it's this comet being this close inside the inner solar system is you see that wave in the tail. That's telling you that it's close enough for the sun's solar flares to be affecting it. And as I pull the temperature up, there's gas being blown back, hot vapor, plasma. They will light up in these tails of this curve as I pull it back. But the definite sign to me, the already being in the inner solar system, is that last wave right there. We saw ISON do it as it got stripped back. But again, it looks like we're getting heated gas throughout that plasma tail as it's blown back. Each time a flare comes back, if you watch some of the other comet videos, you'll see a layer of the outer comet go down. Now, this is some bad weather coming in on me and a lot of other people. I'm going to move the show up from 6 to 5, an hour earlier today, because I may have time to get the show in. There's a lot of lightning in here, and we're dealing with 60-mile-an-hour winds already. Now, this is coming in across the river at Louisiana. This is coming, it says National Weather Service out of Jackson, Mississippi, is talking about eastern Madison and southeastern East Carroll parishes. That's just across the river into Louisiana. 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. But already in Mississippi, I'll pull this down, guys. You up in Washington County, and that's what I'm looking for. We're dealing with 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. It's increasing in that bow, and I live on a hill, and I've had my modem knocked out a few times by lightning, and I just don't know if we'll be up. But look for again, the show's going to start an hour early at 5 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. Central. That will be in about 30 minutes or less after this video uploads. But you guys in this weather, be safe. Also, I'll link to the National Weather Channel with these alerts. Heads up.